सो गुड इवनिंग एवरीवन। आज हम लोग पढ़ने वाले हैं सेट्स थ्योरी। सो बिफोर स्टार्टिंग दिस चैप्टर आई वांट टू टेल एवरीवन दैट दिस इज द फर्स्ट चैप्टर ऑफ आवर 11th क्लास सेट्स and this chapter forms the foundation in many of the chapters of 11th and 12th class. So basically अगर मैं इसकी प्रीवियस ईयर ट्रेंड्स की बात करूं तो हर साल जेई मेंस में इसके 1 से 2 सवाल डेफिनेट हैं। और इस चैप्टर की अगर मैं बात करूं तो ये चैप्टर बहुत ही स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड है। और इस चैप्टर में आप लोगों ने वेन डायग्राम्स जैसी टर्मिनोलॉजीज भी यूज होंगी जो आप लोगों ने कहीं ना कहीं सुनी होंगी या फिर पढ़ी होंगी। ओके, सो विदाउट फर्दर एनी हडू लेट्स गेट स्टार्टेड। सो सबसे पहले हम लोग देख लेते हैं हम इसमें क्या क्या पढ़ने वाले हैं। सो टेबल ऑफ कंटेंट्स, टेबल ऑफ कंटेंट्स। नंबर वन definition of set. Number 2 cardinality of a set. Cardinality of a set. Number 3 types of set. Types of sets. Okay. Number 4 some questions. Number 4 some questions. ओके, सो आज का हमारा कंटेंट रहेगा बेसिकली सेट की डेफिनेशन, व्हाट इज द कार्डिनैलिटी ऑफ द गिवन सेट. नंबर 3 वी कैन सी वेयर देयर आर डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ सेट, वी विल सी ईच वन ऑफ दीज. एंड नंबर 4 बट नॉट द लीस्ट सम क्वेश्चंस ऑन सेट्स. सो बेसिकली अगर मैं सेट की बात करूं तो इसके अलावा और भी काफ़ी चीज़ें हैं पर हम आज की क्लास में इतना ही कवर करेंगे. So, सबसे पहले आप लोग लिखिए व्हाट इज सेट. डेफिनेशन ऑफ सेट. सो लिखिए कलेक्शन ऑफ सम वेल डिफाइंड ऑब्जेक्ट्स. अंडरलाइन दिस वर्ड वेल डिफाइंड. कलेक्शन ऑफ सम वेल डिफाइंड ऑब्जेक्ट्स which are distinct and distinguishable. Now why I underline this word well defined? So in next line note down what is the meaning of well defined. A collection is said to be well defined. A collection is said to be well defined if each and every element of the collection has some definition. Okay, so what is meant by well defined here? A collection is said to be well defined if each and every element of the collection has some definition. Okay, so let's take an example. Let's take an example. Let's say I have collection of what? Vowels. Collection of vowels in English dictionary. Collection of vowels in English dictionary. So if I talk about this collection, now you know that in English dictionary there are fixed 5 types of vowels. that is A, E, I, O, U. So I can say that this collection is well defined because it is fixed. That in English dictionary there are 5 different types of vowels. Okay, so I can say that it is also the set. Why? Because what is set? Set is nothing but collection of some well defined objects which are distinct and distinguishable. Okay, so I can say that I can write this in set form as A, comma E, comma I, comma O, comma U. Okay. Second example. What is second example? Collection of what? Odd natural numbers. Collection of odd natural numbers. Okay, less than 10. Less than 10. So this is also the set. Why? Because I know that less than 10 collection of odd natural numbers. So they are fixed, distinct, and we can distinguish each one of these. Therefore, I can say that this is also the set. And if I want, what is my collection here? So it is nothing but 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Okay. So I hope that the definition of set, its meaning and example wise is clear to all of you. And what is the meaning of well defined? I explain by these two examples. Okay. So number 1 topic is over. Now moving on to next topic, that is cardinality of the set. So write down the heading, cardinality of a set. So note it down. The number of elements present in the given set S. Number of elements present in the given set S is known as cardinality of the given set. Number of elements present in the given set X is known as cardinality of the given set. Okay. So let's take an example to understand better about cardinality. And next line you can write, it is denoted by n of capital X. In brackets or in parentheses you can write bracket capital X. Okay. So cardinality. Cardinality is denoted by what? N of X. N of X, where X is nothing but our given set. X is nothing but our given set. Now let's take an example to understand better about cardinality. Suppose I have a set X in which there are various elements, let's say X1, X2, X3, X4, X5. Okay. Suppose I have a set X in which there are 5 different elements, X1 to X5. So according to the definition of cardinality, what is the cardinality of this given set? I can say its cardinality is nothing but what? 5. Because it has 5 different elements. Okay. So I hope that cardinality terminology is clear to all of you. Now let's write down one question to understand better about cardinality. So write down, let S be the set of all prime numbers. Let S be the set of all prime numbers less than 20. Let S be the set of all prime numbers less than 20. Then find the cardinality of the given set S. Then find the cardinality of the given set S. So question is clear. Basically, I want to find the cardinality of the given set whose, and what is the set? Set is collection of all prime numbers less than 20. So I noted down what are the elements which are present in the set X before finding out the cardinality. Okay, so let's solve this question. I have a set X which is denoted by X is less than 20 and X is a prime number. Okay, X is a prime number. Now I want to find the cardinality of this given set. So first of all, let us find what are the elements present in this set X. So first prime number is 2, then 3, then 5, then 7, then 11, then 13, then 17 and then 19. Okay, so these are the numbers which are less than 20 and they are also prime numbers. So now we construct the given set X. Now we can easily find the cardinality of this set. So how many elements are present in set X? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So I can say that n of x is nothing but 8, and that is the cardinality of our given set X. Okay. So I hope that this terminology cardinality is clear to all of you. Now moving on to our next topic, that is types of sets. There are various kinds of sets. We will understand each one of these one by one. So write down the heading types of sets. Types of set. In types of set, write down first one, that is finite set. Finite set. So write down the definition of finite set. A set X is called a finite set. A set X is called a finite set if its each element can be listed. If its each element can be listed by counting or labeling with the help of natural numbers. By counting or labeling with the help of natural numbers, and the process terminates at a certain natural number n. Okay. In brackets you can write n of capital X. N of capital X, that is cardinality of the set, is finite value. Okay. So as the name suggests, finite set. Basically, what are finite sets? Basically, finite sets are nothing but those sets whose cardinality is some finite value. In short form, we can say its cardinality is finite. So those are known as finite sets. Now, on board you can see, suppose this is my set X in which there are 5 elements. Okay, x1 to x5. So I can say that this X is a finite set. Why? Because its cardinality is finite. It is 5. So I hope that finite set is clear to all of you. Okay. You can see more examples. Can you suggest me one? What are finite sets or its examples? There are many kinds of finite sets. Suppose there are let's say set of English alphabets. Now set of English alphabets, I can say that there are only 26 alphabets. So it is finite. Its cardinality is finite. So set of English alphabets is finite set. Or we can say set of natural numbers less than 10. It is also finite because its cardinality is finite. Okay. So I hope that finite set terminology example wise clear to all of you. Now second definition, second type, infinite set. Infinite set. So write down a set whose elements cannot be listed. a set whose elements cannot be listed by counting with the help of natural numbers. A set whose elements cannot be listed by counting with the help of natural numbers. Okay, so let's take an example of infinite set to understand better. Suppose example number 1, set of what? All the points, set of all the points in the plane, set of all the points in the plane. Now can you find how many points are there in the plane? Can anyone find? No, we cannot find that there are how many points in the plane, because there are infinite number of points in the plane. So I can say that its cardinality is infinite. That's why this set is infinite set. Okay, let's take second example. Suppose there is a set A which is nothing but x is such that x is greater than 10 and x belong to natural number. X is such that x is greater than 10 and x belong to natural number. Now I can say, if I want to construct this set A, then what are the elements which are present in A? It is 11, 12, 13 and so on. But we cannot count them because it goes up to infinity. That's why this set A is also infinite set, because its cardinality is infinite. Okay, so I hope that infinite set terminology wise and example wise is also clear. Okay, now third one, singleton set. Third topic or third types of set is singleton set. So as the name suggests, single. What is mean by single? Unique, one. Okay, so as the name suggests, what is singleton set? Its cardinality is 1. It contains only single element. Okay, so we can say in short form you can write n of x. N of x is nothing but 1. N of x is nothing but 1. Okay, now can you guess some examples of singleton set? Can anyone guess? Suppose singleton set. So singleton set examples are nothing but single element. Example, suppose -1, and we enclose this in brackets. 0, okay, pi, iota, these all are singleton sets. Why? Because it contains only single element. That's why these all are singleton set. Okay, now fourth one, null set. Write down null set. So in brackets you can write, null sets are also known as, sometimes in JEE mains they will give you empty set or void set. So don't confuse by these terms, because these all are similar terms. So empty set, void set or null set, these all are similar terms. So as the name suggests, null set is nothing but it contains 0 element. It contains no element. Okay, so null set, write down null set. Null set. Null set is nothing but it is denoted by what? Phi. It is denoted by phi. And null set is nothing but it contains no element in it. Okay, so this set is known as null set. Suppose we want to write examples of null set. So let's write down example number 1. X is such that x belong to real number and what? X square plus 2 should not be equal to 0. x is such that x belong to real number and x square plus 2 is not equal to 0. Now I can say that in this given set x, okay, suppose this is set capital X. So in this given set x, I can say there are no elements present because these two conditions, x belong to real number and x square plus 2 is not equal to 0. These two conditions simultaneously not hold at the same time. Okay, so I can say that in this given set x, there are 0 elements present or no element present. That's why it is called null set. Okay, write down second example. Example number 2. Suppose there is a set y which is x is such that x greater than 1 and x is less than half. Okay, so this set is also null set because these two conditions simultaneously not hold at the same time. That's why it is null set. So I hope that null set is clear to all of you, example wise also and terminology wise also. Now fifth topic or fifth type of set, equivalent set. Equivalent set. So write down two sets A and B, or you can write two finite sets. Two finite sets A and B are said to be equivalent if number of elements present in both of the set. If number of elements present in both of the sets are equal. In brackets you can write n of capital A is equal to n of capital B. That is, cardinality of both of the given sets are equal. Okay, so let's understand equivalent set by example. Okay, बच्चों नींद तो नहीं आ रही है किसी को? सोना नहीं है अपन को क्लास में? So equivalent set. Okay, so what is equivalent set? Cardinality of both of the sets are equal. Okay, so let's take an example to understand equivalent set. Suppose I have a set A, B, C. I have a set B which is 1, 2, 3. Now I can say that my n of A is equal to n of B, n of A is equal to n of B is equal to what? 3. Therefore, I can say that these two given sets are equivalent set. Okay. Now write down next type of set, equal set. Equal set. Okay. So write down two sets A and B are said to be equal. Two sets A and B are said to be equal if every element of A is a member of B, if every element of A is a member of B and every element of B is a member of A. Okay. So write down example. Suppose A is equal to 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, and B is equal to x is such that x is equal to 2n. X is equal to 2n, where n belong to natural number, and n is less than 6. Okay, so I can say that in set B also there are elements which are what? 2, 4, 6, 8 and 10 according to the definition, because n is natural n less than 6 and it is even multiple of 2. So I can say that my set A and B are said to be equal. Okay. Now there are also various kinds of set, and in this chapter there are many kinds of topics that are going to be there. But in today's class, let's wrap our session up to this point. I hope you all liked my session. Stay tuned for more updates. Thank you everyone. बहुत कुछ